Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see the parallel in serial out shift register. So in the last video we have seen the serial in parallel out shift register, and here we are going to see the parallel in serial out shift register. So the name itself tells that the data, input data will be entered in parallel fashion and the data will be taken it as serially, that means in serial fashion. So here we will try to understand this circuit diagram. Okay, so the circuit is quite bigger, but the circuit is quite simple to understand. Okay, so here the additional signals are used to shift the data serially from the parallel input. Okay, so here initially we have to load the data parallelly, and after that we have to apply the clocks 4 times because the 4 flip-flops are used. Okay, so total 5 clocks are required. Okay, so let us see. The shift oblique load bar signal is the special signal which is used for 2 functions. The first function is the loading the data. So loading the data means whatever input bits are available, that input bits should be first loaded. Okay, that means the load bar signal is active low signal, so that means we have to make this signal 0, then and then only the loading will be done at the inputs of the flip-flops. And after that, whenever we want to shift the data towards the right side to get the data at the serial out pin, that time only we have to enable the shift signal. Okay, so here the loading will be done only once initially, and shifting will be done 4 times because the 4 flip-flops are used. If you would use 8 flip-flops, then here the shift signal would be enabled for 8 clock pulses. Okay, now let us see how does this circuit work. So initially, as I told you, that the load signal should be activated so that the B3, B2, B1, B0, these are the input signals or input bits. These input bits will be loaded first and it will be applied at the inputs of D flip-flops. Okay, let us see how. So consider that initially we have made shift oblique load bar signal is equal to 0. Then what will happen? This upper line will have 1, that means not due to this not gate, upper line will become 1 and lower line will become 0. Okay, 0. So due to this 0, the 0 will be applied to the first AND gate of each D flip-flop, 0 and 0. So due to this single input of 0, the output of this first AND gate, each first AND gate will be 0. Okay, now what about the second AND gate of each group, each flip-flop? The second AND gate will have, so this 1 will be applied to the first input of the second AND gate, 1 and 1, and the output of this AND gate will be what? 1 dot A is A. So here 1 dot B2 is what? B2. Here 1 dot B1 is equal to B1 and 1 dot B0 equal to B0. Okay, now we have to take the OR operation, or we have to consider the output of this OR gate. So 0 plus A is equal to what? A. So here 0 plus B2 is equal to B2. B2, here will be B1 and here will be B0. And for this D3 input, we have applied B3 directly. B3. So no circuit is required for this MSB. Okay. Now once this bits will be loaded or applied to the inputs of each flip-flop input, then here what will happen? Due to this load signal, the clock is not applied here. Then Q3, Q2, Q1, Q0 will be initially 0, 0, 0 and 0 initially, because once we have switched on the power supply, all the outputs of flip-flops will remain as 0. Okay, only the inputs are available at the flip-flops, but the outputs are not or these inputs are not shifted to the outputs. Okay, so once the clock signal will be applied, or before applying the clock signal, once this shift signal should be enabled first. Okay, so here we have to first apply the clock signal. So when we apply the clock signal, that is falling edge triggered clock signal, because these bubbles are drawn here. So due to this clock signal, all the input bits will be shifted at its output side, or Q2 Q outputs of the flip-flops. So here B3 will be shifted at the Q3. So here instead of talking about B1, B2, B3 and B0, we will take one example as 4-bit value. Okay, so consider that we will take here 1 1 0 1, okay, as an input value. So here, due to this clock signal, the values will be Q3 will be 1, Q2 will be 1, Q1 will be 0 and Q0 will be 1. So here I have taken just one example, 4-bit value. Okay, now after applying the first clock, we have to remove this load bar signal. Okay, because we want to shift this Q3 to D2. So that's why this AND gate should be activated. Okay, the first AND gate of each group should be activated. Otherwise, if you still make this load bar equal to 0, then always the outputs will be 1 1 0 1 always. Okay, so we want to change the output, we want to shift the data towards the right side, and that's why this shift oblique load bar signal should be made 1. Okay, now here the shift oblique load bar signal should be made 1, and then apply the clock. What will happen after applying the clock? Actually, before applying the clock, we will see what changes are happened in this circuit diagram. So I will just remove these signals. So due to this one, this output upper line will become 0 and lower line will become 1. Okay, so due to this 0, the output of the second AND gate, each second AND gate will be 0. Here will also be 0. And due to this 1, here will be 1. Okay, 1 and 1. So 1 dot this Q3. So 1 dot Q3 will be output will be Q3. Q3. Here will be Q2. Here will be Q1 and here will be Q0. Okay, Q0. Now instead of this B2, B1 and B0, what will we get? So 0 OR with Q3 will be Q3, 0 OR with Q2 will be Q2, 0 OR with Q1 will be Q1. Okay, that means this Q3 is applied to D2, this Q2 is applied to D1 and this Q1 is applied to D0. Okay, now we just go on applying the clock signals, so that this whatever output is available at the Q3, Q2, Q1 and Q3, Q2 and Q1, that will be applied to next flip-flop, and hence the data will be shifted towards the right side. That means we are shifting the data serially. Okay, so when we make this shift oblique load bar equal to 1 and apply the clock, then Q3 will be what? Q3 will be don't care. That means actually we don't know what is the current status of B3. So that's why do not consider this Q3 equal to hard coded 1 or hard coded 0. So just consider it is don't care. Okay, so due to this clock signal, this is falling edge. Due to this clock signal, this 1 will be shifted towards Q2, this 1 will be shifted at Q1, this 0 will be shifted at Q0, and this 1 will be lost. Okay, will be lost. Now we are still maintaining the shift signal equal to 1 and applying the clock signal. So due to this clock signal, this don't care will arrive here, this one will be arrive here, this one will arrive here, and this 0 will be lost. Now next is, due to again we are still maintaining this 1, shift equal to 1, applying the falling edge on clock signal, don't care, don't care, this don't care, this one will arrive at Q0 and this one will be lost. Okay, so here we have got all these 4 bits at the output of Q0. Okay, so starting from MSB side, the MSB will arrive at Q0 at the last and LSB will arrive at the initial clock. Okay, so here this is very simple circuit operation, that is parallel in serial out. Here if you liked this video, then please click on like button, share with your friends, comment here, comment that how did you what point you would you like in this video, and if you are new to this channel, then please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.